Our entire organization is excited about him getting this opportunity and being named the 51st manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. Ollie will bring his own voice to this position, and we look forward to all of us taking this team to the next level.
Oliver, also known as Ollie Marmol, is officially the 51st manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. This comes as no surprise because Ollie was essentially raised by the Cardinals, and he will now lead the Cardinals to hopefully the next level, as Mozeliak said. Taking a look at his rise to the top of the organization, he was the Cards' sixth-round selection in 2007 of the Major League Baseball draft. He was taken 2 picks before Anthony Rizzo. He played 4 seasons in the minors before transitioning to coaching and managing in the St. Louis farm system. In the majors, he served as the Cardinals' first base coach and then the bench coach alongside Mike Shildt. We still do not know the full story behind the firing of Mike Shildt, but President of Baseball Operations for the Cardinals, John Mozeliak, said today that there were, quote, internal issues that could not be resolved. The now 35-year-old Ollie will take over, and based off his nearly hour Zoom press conference today, it sounds like he already knows a key point when it comes to managing, and that is working well with others.
It's not so much different, Jim, as much as how do we build upon the success that this organization has had? Because we've won here, okay? And it's more so building upon that. And for me, that comes with a heavy emphasis on integrating departments. There's just so much information at hand, and being collaborative, not only with the front office, but with baseball development, with the performance department, with the analytic department. There's just so much that we can tap into that will allow us to move this forward in a way that I'm truly energized to do.
Tonight, the undefeated Blues are back in action. They will be taking on the Kings again. This one is set to begin at 7. Returning to the lineup will be Pavel Buchnevich. He is coming off serving that 2-game suspension for headbutting. Players like Braden Shin are happy to have Buchnevich back because he is feisty and he brings a lot of energy to the ice.
I mean, we need everyone to do it. Obviously, the more guys playing hard and playing feisty or mixing up a little bit, the tougher you are to play against. So, having him up front, maybe nights when I'm not as physical, guys like him, can be, or other guys like a Clifford or whoever aren't as physical as they should be. There's other guys that can step up and hard to play against.
Going back to the Cardinals for a bit, Berube was asked about the new young manager of the Cardinals today, and this was his reaction to the 35-year-old hire.
I was still playing, so no, I would never give up playing for coaching.
You're 20 years old and the Cardinals manager.
I probably don't look it, though. Thanks.
I'm glad you guys can see the other side of head coach Craig Berube, because we always see that serious side of him, but he's got some good jokes.
He does, and go Blues tonight. And Marmol's story, I mean, it's really cool, kind of working his way up the organization, and now he's the new manager. Very cool.
At 35 years old, it makes me feel like I need to accomplish a little bit more.
You're doing good, Roy. All right. Well, that does it for news. Who was fired a week and a half ago. Our Brooke Grimsley is giving us a closer look at the Redbirds' new manager. Brooke?
Well, Corey, he has been rumored to be the front runner ever since the firing of Mike Shildt, and at the age of 35, Ollie Marmol is the youngest skipper currently in Major League Baseball. While he may not be a familiar name or a splashy hire, he's been a career member of the Cardinals. Marmol was the Cards' 6th-round selection in the 2007 Major League Baseball draft. After a short stint in the minors, he decided to transition to coaching and managing in the St. Louis farm system. He then spent the last 5 seasons on the Cardinals' Major League coaching staff, working as the first base coach and then Mike Shildt's bench coach. Marmol even credited Shildt as one of his mentors. Marmol knows that there will be a learning curve, but he has the support and confidence from President of Baseball Operations for the Cardinals, John Mozeliak, on taking on this new role.
Will mistakes be made? Absolutely. But finding solutions in real time and passionate is part of the gig. So as far as first-year manager, it comes with its challenges. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be intentional about getting ahead of the curve.
Ollie's going to have his own voice. He's going to be able to put his own fingerprints on this. And, ultimately, you hope and expect that he learned to do things in his own way and one that he has a lot of confidence in.
Well, he signed a 3-year deal with the Cardinals, and coming up, we'll take a look at his rise through the Cardinals organization and how Ollie plans on working with the front office and coaching staff. Corey?
We will see the Cardinals organization joined by Brooke Grimsley. And Brooke, Cardinals moving pretty quickly on this.
Well, yeah, Corey, you already mentioned it right there. It's been less than 2 weeks since Mike Shildt was fired, and now they brought in Ollie Marmol. He was named the 51st manager of the Cardinals today, and it was really no surprise the 35-year-old has been a front runner ever since Shildt was fired less than 2 weeks ago. Like Shildt, he was essentially brought up in the Cardinals organization. It's been an impressive rise to the top for Ollie Marmol. He was the Cards' 6th-round selection in 2007 Major League Baseball draft. He was taken just 2 picks before Anthony Rizzo. He just played for 4 seasons in the minors before transitioning to coaching and managing in the St. Louis farm system. He served as the Cardinals bench coach for the past 3 seasons, and he will be the first person of color to be the full-time manager of the Cardinals. Even though he's young, he says that he understands what the organization and fans want, which is championships.
Not many people get to manage. Definitely not for an organization like this. It's one thing to manage, it's another thing to manage for one of the most historic organizations, not only in all of baseball, but all of sports. And I'm truly looking forward to the accountability that comes with that and the responsibility of leading this staff and players to another championship.
And that's a big responsibility, Corey. Well, Marmol signed a 3-year contract with the Cardinals, which will run through the 2024 season. And coming up at 6, we're going to hear from President of Baseball Operations for the Cardinals, John Mozeliak. He describes why exactly Marmol was the right fit for the Cardinals.
And a lot of people through this are learning a lot about Oliver Marmol because he was kind of, he's been with the organization, as you said, for a while, but definitely new to this position and this type of leadership.
Well, and honestly, Corey, I've seen him just for the past few seasons as the Cardinals bench coach, and I thought he was a lot older than he really is. He's just 35 years old, but I think that a lot of people notice, and you'll see through his Zoom that he did today, he has a very mature presence. He has a great rapport with the players. So even though we may not know him that well, just from his name here personally, but it's somebody that a lot of people are going to get to really know well, and it seems like he's been through this organization and knows everything that people need to know about the Cardinals.
All right, we'll see you at 6, Brooke. Thank you. Well, millions of children